Howdy, when we do that together.
Random!
Hey David.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the internet.
Hello and welcome to Family RPG. I'm David Leonard, your game master. Not for D&D, not for...
But it's an RPG.
It is an RPG.
Yeah.
Tabletop RPG. Not Star Trek Adventures, but it's called Just Got Real.
Knock on wood.
And it's just a little booklet that is currently in the hands of our old man Leonard.
Yes.
Now, young man Leonard.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So the idea of this game is that everything is basically come up with on the fly. You know, the GM works with the players regardless of number, and it runs with basically just at least 66. Everyone has a certain number of D6s.
We're prepared if we need more, though.
Oh yeah, we have tons. We have tons. And the idea of the game is that you're supposed to be able to prepare an entire session from scratch. No pre-production, no pre-planning, nothing whatsoever. Like
We barely even read the book.
barely even read the book at all.
He's never even seen the book.
No.
We didn't even bother to break out copies of it. We're writing down everything that's there.
Yes, we are copying these manually the structure of the character sheet, and there's a set of GM notes in the back as well for how to run the game. Basically, you can choose any setting, any kind of equipment, like fantasy, western, sci-fi, present day, whatever you want to do, and you structure the story with the players on the fly so that within 2 hours, you're supposed to not only, like, no prep whatsoever, be able to run an entire game and see how it works.
Yes. We bought this book for what, like $10, $12?
$10. This game is actually locally produced
In the Dayton
in
area.
the Dayton area. Yeah. What was the guy who made it?
Jim Dagg.
Jim Dagg.
Jim Dagg.
Okay.
I bet it's not a real name.
Although the idea of it being called Just Got Real
By
is kind of like
Jimothy.
everything is structured like an action movie. So you'd have character dialogue, people getting to know each other, and suddenly some event occurs, some X happens, and starts the plot, and whatever kind of heist or case or intrigue, or whatever else you decide the players want to go for. Plot! Yeah.
Reference to Retro Replay, where they yell out plot.
Yes.
Which is usually in video games not much plot involved.
So in general,
Yeah.
we are hoping to set up our own game at some point with more so John than me. But
Do you want to work at McDonald's for the rest of your life?
I don't want it pays me.
Yeah, but this could eventually as well.
Not that much.
Well, we'll see.
We gotta get something off the ground first. Anyways, trying out different systems though, seeing what they do.
Yeah.
Where do they falter? Like we tried Lotus.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lotus.
Interesting. Different.
Different, yes.
Could have been more interesting, maybe. Well, I thought we made it pretty...
We made it
We
better.
made it the best we could.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay. I'm trying to
Sure
figure
did.
out how they want elements or go here.
Well, first of all, how about we decide on what are we doing?
Well, we're generating characters right now.
Well, for what premise?
Here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you have a game
No,
scenario in mind?
it guides you through it.
Does it provide a scenario, initial start?
And it provides several ideas for one.
Okay.
So let's go through the steps. So it's rules-light role-playing game about action stories, purpose-built for one-shot scenarios and convention games, but can work just as well for a recurring series. So the GM is the director, cam crew, and supporting cast. I arbitrate the game rules and world and set up a mission.
Farm out.
Yeah. You're the actors in the starring roles. Alright, so
Yahtzee!
pick a genre. Action settings and subgenres are numerous and varied, but here are a few to choose from. Police, heist, blood opera, sci-fi, urban fantasy, classic fantasy, super spy, horror, martial arts, superhero, western, military. What genre?
What are we doing? Post-apocalyptic Fallout? like the plot series. You do underwater.
Space Western.
Space. So Firefly.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Firefly. Bebop.
Have you seen the Cowboy Bebop?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anime, yes.
It's like Firefly.
Space Western.
Okay.
Okay. Choose a central conflict. What is the main conflict of the game? The thing the PCs will attempt to accomplish during the game. If you're stuck for a basic plotline, consult this table to start. So you could capture a high-value target, assassinate a high-value target, or make them disappear. Take down a faction of a criminal or terrorist organization. Escape from a location situation that is nigh impregnable. Explore a tomb, planet, or other unknown area. Find a long-lost person or object. Find a missing person. Gather recon intel on something or someone. Deal with a monster. Recover memories or learn the truth. Rescue a kidnapped victim or prisoner. Clear your name. Steal an object or recover a stolen one. Stop a theft. Transport, smuggle a person or object. Win a competition or race. Protect cargo or a witness. Rescue hostages.
Let's help someone else get back their memory and rescue them.
Recover memories.
Recover memories plus rescue a person. And sort of mixed bag.
Determine a premise. So synthesize the genre and conflict into a premise. Examples that they give are go undercover to expose an organization or cover-up, respond to a distress call, escape or stop a natural disaster, stop a bombing, destroy a structure or cultural icon, stop robots or an AI that's gone haywire, recover a stolen piece of technology, disable a superweapon, bring down a dictator, cover up a crime, weaken or destroy a rival, investigate a government official, hijack or destroy high-value cargo in transit, stop a doomsday scenario, stop a direct terrorist attack, investigate a human or drug trafficking ring, protect or assault a form of public, military, or police transport, or bring down a new world order.
Let's go with, since we're going to rescue someone and help them restore their memory.
Technology?
Use technology?
Well, steal new technology?
I wouldn't say steal. I'd say
recover a stolen piece of technology.
Well, fine. That could be what we use to help
something
recover
maybe
the memories.
she has, overload the memory bank. I'm automatically assuming it's she. Overload the memory bank, yeah. For some reason, I'm automatically assuming that the person we're trying to find the memories of or is a she. I don't know why.
Sure, why not?
Might as well.
We never get to work with she. That's fine.
Alright. So, recover stolen technology.
Yeah.
Well, beside each of these points, they also have dice numbers. So if you just want to be completely random.
Yeah.
What was there another set for next choices?
Let's see. No, there are no more choices.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, it's 2 dice I saw.
Let's see.
Like we roll 2 dice.
It just has like 6 dice. I guess you roll a central. I don't know. I guess it's like 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. I guess you choose a category, and one of the 6 becomes whichever one it rolls on becomes a. Like I choose category 5. You roll a d6, whichever one it lands on.
Okay, fine. First category, 2. Second one, 4.
Okay, so that would be, I guess.
What is it list on? 2-4.
Well, 2 would be recover memories or learn the truth.
Nice.
Okay.
It was destined to be.
Yeah, and what's 4?
The dice agree with us.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that was 4. 2-4 was find memories.
Yeah. Ask leading questions about the scenario, then ask the players to fill in the blanks. Good questions typically flow from the premise you set. Don't let one player dominate. Jump around and ask questions of each player. So
my idea.
Move on to the next one. Who's the bad guy? Why do the bad guys want to execute their plan? Who developed the tech? Where are they stealing it from? Who are you? The government spy organization? Criminal rivals or something else? Who else has a stake in this? Obviously not all the questions are appropriate for it. So we have Space Western, What is this stolen piece of technology? And how does it relate to rescuing memories? Is this like perhaps a holodeck or something that can interact with someone's mind and like rebuild it?
I think it would be something more simple. Just plain, it's the technology like just copying your memories, your biological memories to synthetic, and so it can stay there forever. In theory. But it has to be a transfer, though. It can't just be a copy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So then you can transfer it back, is why you're trying to recover it.
Exactly.
Yes, okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
But obviously it's not transferring consciousness because the person's still alive, they just don't remember
True,
anything.
specific memories.
Yeah.
Yes. The process wasn't complete.
Right.
For all of the memories, then it would be the full person. Yeah.
What is this device called?
Oh my gosh.
Because the name is the most important part of the project.
Memorator 2000.
I was going to say Memoratron.
Memoratron, that sounds good. 2000.
Memorizer?
No, it's more of a transfer memory. It's not memorizer. So it'd be Memtran. Memtran 2000.
Memtran 2000 is online. Yes, your lip right here.
Beep.
There you go.
Okay. Probably a piece of chip or something.
Chips ahoy.
Save it for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, David, we've thrown out some ideas. Which one do you want?
I'm just going to go with the memorizer.
Okay.
That was one of ours.
Yeah, it was his.
Let's eliminate.
See, when we leave it up to him, he just takes his own choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is the kind of game we're getting. Okay.
Well, they also suggest here if the answer doesn't jive with the tone, like vampire blood, when we're asking about a biohazard super weapon. It's like, no.
Well, it depends on the reason why it's vampire blood. If it has some sort of a virus that causes people to become vampires.
That would be a bioweapon.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Or like, zombie blood. Like from Resident Evil. There you go.
So, next we set the realism dial. Even within a genre, realism can vary. Martial arts movies can range from Flashpoint to Crash and Tiger Hidden Dragon. Similarly, in space moving gets from Apollo 13 to The Martian, all the way up to Star Trek. From a scale of 0, most realistic, to 11, least realistic. How are we portraying the laws of physics?
I think Star Wars would be less realistic than Star Trek. I think they're kind of insulting there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. It's got a bad action. It's got a bad motivator to it. What's a motivator?
Yeah. So 7.
7?
Give it a 7. 7, 11.
Construct characters. Wait until the scene is set before building characters. This maximizes the chance that players will build characters that fit and have buy-ins into the scene. Players will pick elements that work with the story and are likely to get hit in play. The GM will make a point of hitting them as we go along. Everyone wins. Decide on the title of the movie.
Space Western. We're searching for a woman's lost memories in stolen technology.
Yeah.
Butterfly. Butterfly?
I need to say butterfly. You don't say butterfly.
Good deal.
I believe that was probably the original.
You can say this.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
You got a better name?
Warped Minds?
Warped Minds. Ooh. All right, go ahead.
I mean, I'm throwing it out there, warp speed, we're dealing with people's minds. Something along those lines.
Lines of Minds. Okay.
Yeah.
Now he's a rhymer.
We haven't necessarily established whether warp speed is a thing in this, or whether it's maybe wormholes
I don't think we're
or
going to need
hyperspace
warp
travel.
speed. I think we're going to be on a certain, maybe no more than 2 locations. Maybe
We would say within the solar system.
Within 20 parsecs.
We're in the same solar system all the way through.
Okay.
So yeah. There have been colonies on Earth, colonies on Jupiter's. Colonies on Earth.
So
colonies on Mars.
Impulse power kind of thing. Obviously, our engines current.
It doesn't take months to get from one planet to the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Colonies on Jupiter's moons, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
The name, as you said, the most important part of the project.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Of course, the examples they give for here, Blood for Blood is a very different movie from Invisible Hacker.
Rather, yes.
Yeah.
Void of thought?
Devoid or the void?
Void of thought.
Void of thought.
Like, you're going into the void.
Sure.
I'm throwing out names. Come on.
Spaced Out.
Space. I'm pretty sure it's been taken.
Yeah,
by someone.
Yeah, someone. Yeah.
My understanding is you can't copyright a name of the movie.
Yes, that's why Chosen of the Gods. We're crossing our fingers.
Yeah.
There actually is an RPG already called that.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not an acronym like we have it, but still, it's called Chosen of the Gods. I've only ever found one book, and it's like a supplementary book about it. Yeah.
Well, that's good to have the book, because then you can make sure you don't copy anything out of it.
It's a completely different premise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got aliens.
Right.
We don't have aliens at all.
No.
All right. So,
my movie title.
Shanghai
generator.
Mine. How about that?
That's. If it were like an Asian film, but.
Well, we don't know. The girl might be Asian. We haven't made characters.
No.
Like we were told, we can't make characters till we have everything else.
Sure. Well, let's just go on to the 3-act model. So we have the Discovery Act, includes the PCs performing an ancillary task, a military squad, a routine patrol or undercover police, sealing a drug deal. So it's something that you're in the middle of, or something that introduces what's going on to you.
Yeah, how we get the job.
Yeah.
It's a job. We got the job.
The interception is the actual event of getting the item or using it on the innocent, the victim. And the final effort of something else maybe stepping in to cause further problems.
That's all the intro.
Each act consists of one or more action scenes, a montage, or a conflict. And between each act is a character scene, which characters recover stress, refocus, or perform other personal tasks.
Yeah.
Play at a good pace. Each act will run about 60 to 90 minutes. So we can worry about the title later, just untitled.
Yeah, untitled.
What is Princess of Mars? We're trying to get the. For some reason on Mars, it's matriarchy.
The princess has lost her mind.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
So before the game starts, everyone should have a good idea of the setting, except for characters. Look and flair. Choose one or more kinds of look and flair for your character. Your look is your appearance, your flair is the way you carry yourself and express yourself outwardly. There's no mechanical effect, but help others at the table picture your character better.
Okay.
If I were to go with Spike, Dave won't let me die.
I'm wiry.
It is, rather.
I'm wiry.
Wiry? Okay. So I'll be obese.
And my flair is I'm weary.
Wiry and weary?
Wary as in always on guard, wary of my surroundings.
No, wary is W-A-R-Y.
W-A-R-Y.
Weary is tired.
Okay, W-A-R-Y. I like wary better. It actually has
I'd be tired.
weary in there, but wary.
The examples they give are by the book, flirty, cool, intense, kind, cold, twitchy, talkative.
Twitchy, you're twitchy.
I'm obese and twitchy.
Doesn't seem to go together.
Not so much.
Not really.
Sorry, say that again.
Okay, what do you want?
By the book, flirty, cool, intense, kind, cold, twitchy, talkative, absent-minded, weary, wise, energetic. There's multiple options.
Yeah. I'll go by the book.
By the book. Okay.
That's my flair.
That's your flair, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one piece of flair.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Actions are broken up into 5 categories: fight, attacking someone or defending yourself or others; stunt, physical stunts, athletics, driving; charm, negotiation, intimidation, seduction, fast talk, and other verbal actions; analyze, mental tasks like hacking, researching, or scouting; sneak, subtle stuff like stealth, pickpocketing, lockpicking, or other leisure domain. Your primary action style, what you're best at, is rated as 5 dice, abbreviated 5D. The others are 4D, 3D, 2D, 4D, 3D, 3D, and 2D. Assign these values at will across your 5 action styles.
So 1 through 5? No.
No. 2,
So
3, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
So you're going to have those written down here.
You probably want to balance things out. I'm like a 4 in fight and 5 in sneak.
Okay.
And my worst is analyze.
You need someone with charm and analyze, I suppose, to balance that out, yes.
And maybe stunt, but I just charm and analyze.
Okay, so we'll go 3 fight, 3 stunt, 4 charm, 5 analyze, 2 sneak.
Okay.
I do not sneak well.
Obviously.
This makes sense.
The character's basic description consists of 3 elements. The trio of elements used in the game depending on the genre. The default and most broadly acceptable are role, driver, and quirk. Role, a concise description of your character's role in the team and story. Face, tactician, scout, heavy, negotiator, engineer, hacker. Really heavy, not just job.
Yeah, I guess you would. I was saying I would be the sneak. That would be what fits that role. Somebody
Scout?
Scout. That sounds good. Scout.
Also consider like the way that you're gaming. We'll get to it in a little bit, but from what I've read, the gear and equipment and things you do are based on these character elements. So if you can argue, well, my role is a hacker, so I'm going to have some sort of laptop or some sort of pad on me to be able to hack this device.
Right.
If you don't pair that up properly,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to argue points.
Well, let's see. Scout sounds a little more like. I'm thinking more like somebody would have lockpick tools.
I'm gonna change my
That'd be more like
flirty.
thief or
But I'm not really a thief. I'm just someone with thief skills.
Infiltrator.
Infiltrator.
Espionage.
Espionage. Yeah,
spy.
Spy. That sounds good. Yeah.
You're a spy. Okay.
Spy is good.
I spy with my little eye.
Yeah.
Always boy.
So I'm very stealthy.
So what John? You're the. Unless you can think of another category, you can.
Hacker sounds fine with me.
Hacker. Okay. You're a fat hacker.
I'm a flirtatious fat hacker. I changed.
Flirtatious. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're
I
right.
do better online when nobody sees me.
Obviously.
Yeah.
A dedication, connection, or belief that drives your actions. Could be for the greater good. A thrill seeker, just in it for the paycheck. Demonstrate my might. Defender of the downtrodden. Protect my daughter. Just what drives you to do what you do?
Money.
Just in it for the paycheck. Okay.
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna say
Justice or for the greater good.
Greater good type of thing.
Greater good hacker. Okay. Greater
Justice
good
is suspicious, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm a spy. Greater good spy.
And a quirk, something unique about your character, a skill, personality, quirk, what have you, that isn't otherwise represented on your sheet. Strong, sneaky, paranoid, prepared, relentless.
I can see in the dark. There was a one in there where you can see through walls or something. That was an example. I don't want to go that far, but I can see. Say I've had.
Well, that's the next section, gear and powers.
Gear and powers. Yeah, that'd be seeing the dark. Okay, quirk. Quirk, then what was the other?
Quirk is more of just another personality trait.
Oh, another personality trait. Okay.
Like the suggested one: strong, sneaky, paranoid.
Yeah. Let's see.
I could believe like empath.
Empath. Okay.
To a point. I mean.
Yeah, I don't have any charm, but I'm an empathic. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. So I can detect if somebody's lying.
No, you
well, I mean,
kind
that's empathic.
You know, empath's more like Betazoid kind of thing. You can
all right,
tell feelings rather than read their thoughts, but you know.
Well, half Betazoid.
Half Betazoid, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
Which always came in so handy.
Yeah.
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 I think he's angry. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Nothing against her as an actress. She wasn't given.
No,
good
the
roles.
writers.
Yeah.
I mean, Marina Sturgis.
Marina Sturgis.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's yours, Jeff? You strong?
I don't create and fight, but.
Well, I mean, like I said, like the other ones, the physical stunts, or
I have a 3 and fight, 3 and stun, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
strong, yeah.
Could be the immovable object. Anyway.
And you're the unstoppable force?
Yeah.
Okay. This is getting awkward.
Well,
so these elements can be psychological edge when the chips are down, or represent other special abilities you have and others don't. So using elements on page 16 for what we do. Some uses require you to tag an element. Once you tag an element, mark it on your character sheet. You can't tag it again until you recover it using a refocus action in a character scene. The element doesn't stop being true, but it means you've tapped that power source for now. So,
what are elements?
The ones you just wrote.
You just wrote. Oh, those
the
are
roll, the
those
driver,
are
your quirk. Those are all your elements, and you can tag them depending on what's needed for the scene.
That's kind of strange that you can't use them again
until a refocus. So basically a short rest kind of thing. In a character scene. You tag them once, and until that character scene, you can't tag it again.
But these things don't look like things that you wear
well, like,
out.
okay, my strength, right? I can only show my strength one time in the scene, and think, okay, I'm spent. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, but I mean, greater good and empathic spy don't sound like things that you wear out. But anyway, all right.
They're the kind of things that make up an individual scene, and then you have to transition to something else in order to...
All right, I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, just got real action scenes can vary wildly between military firefights, incognito spying, dinner parties, police procedurals that get out of hand. Technologies can differ. So, if you need an item and it follows your character concept, you can have it, period. Circumstances may dictate otherwise. If you've been frisked, you probably don't have a gun, for instance. Special powers the same way. If you have a magician, a superhero, some other character's supernatural abilities, any powers you use are totally fine as long as they follow from your core concept as expressed by your elements. So, even action heroes can only take so much punishment. This is represented by stress. Stress measure of fatigue, physical injury, and mental fortitude. In general, you suffer 1 point of stress for each hidden enemy or challenge scores against you. So the more stress you take in, the more severe the stress you suffer. So at 1 stress, the effects are incidental and minor, like a flesh wound, you're shaken, fatigued, or bruised ego. At 2 stress, it's hampering and dangerous, you've dislocated shoulder, you're frightened, exhausted, demoralized. At 3 stress, it's enough to take you out of the scene, bleeding out, terrified, unconscious, broken spirit. Depending on what kind of stress it's being caused.
But not dead yet.
You aren't dead or permanently retired at 3 stresses, just taken out.
Yeah.
You're bleeding out on the ground, you're too tired to move, you're panicking, etc.
Okay.
Temporary conditions don't inflict stress directly. It can change circumstances at the moment. You can be stunned, on fire, poisoned, slowed, hasted, shielded, camouflaged. Just all kinds of things.
Okay.
If you take a chance to rest during a character scene, all temporary conditions are removed, and you erase 1 stress. Temporary conditions are also removed when no longer appropriate. If someone takes an action to save you when you're on fire by putting you out, the condition goes away. If you're suppressed, the person suppressing you stops shooting, you're not suppressed anymore.
Okay.
Stress is always negative, but temporary conditions can be positive or negative. If a condition or stress effect would make something harder or easier, whether applied to you or an enemy, outrunning someone when they're slowed, for example, or while you are hasted, you may gain 1d6 or -1 to your modifier or roll. If a special temporary condition has a chance to hurt you, you will probably need to take action to resist it during each conflict exchange or suffer a point of stress. At any time when you're at 3 stress, and at most once per session, you can choose to use your last ounce of strength to push forward. So it's something you absolutely have to get done even at the cost of your life or at least your heroic career. When you do, you get back up and immediately uncheck all of your elements. Furthermore, any actions you take during this scene are 1d6. This comes at a heavy price, however. If you suffer any more stress during the scene, your character is permanently retired due to loss of faith or perhaps death.
Yeah, that's on dead.
Woo!
You can choose to die now, or at the end of the action scene, set up a scene in which you die or retire from heroic pursuits.
Okay.
So, dice-wise.
We know what's going to happen in this game, don't we? The paper.
Dice fall if everyone dies.
Tends to be the case.
Pretty much.
Whether you get or not.
When a player takes a risky action that fits one of the action types, then and only then, they roll the number of 6d6, or the 6-sided dice, assigned to their most relevant action. Your enemy will roll 2 to 5 dice according to the enemy's challenge. If you aren't facing an enemy, the GM will pick a difficulty score and make a roll with that. If one side or the other has a substantial advantage, they're outgunned, outmaneuvered, outnumbered, that side gets 1d6 or 2 if it's a huge advantage. Finally, if either side has temporary conditions that apply, they gain or lose dice as indicated. Each die that shows a 5 or a 6 is a hit. Your hits minus the GM's hits are the total result of your action. If you beat the opposition by 1 hit, that's a success, you achieve your goal, or score 1 success in the success track. If you fall short by 1 hit and miss, your opposition gets what they want. If either side wins by 2 or more hits, it's a critical success, and does something more powerful. You score 2 successes for a success track, you get an extra bonus from a condition you create, you accomplish a goal with flying colors. If you tie, one of two things can happen. The GM can choose one, or you give a choice of these based on the circumstances of the action. You and your adversary both score a success. Or you don't get what you want, but you do get something like it. And you can inflict the minus the 1d6 temporary conditions suppressed instead of inflicting stress if you're trying to shoot someone.
I don't get Coop Zero, but I do get Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I don't want either.
No. Don't just roll the dice every time a player does something. So you get the idea. Yeah. It's 5s and 6s are successes, and nothing else means anything. So.
Anything else for notes?
Using elements. Elements establish truths about your character. These are keys for role-playing. If you had the role Combat Engineer, you probably know a thing or two about science as well as fighting. You prep practical and equip the tools and materials to construct or repair things. Also, you're likely to have contacts from your work outside of missions. You have access to permits, blueprints, people who can help you build stuff between scenes. Your elements are used to justify the actions you take, as well as the powers and equipment you use. Everything you should follow from your elements and vice versa. Anytime you can use an element to do something you otherwise couldn't, especially true of elements that represent supernatural powers. You can't shoot fireballs from your hands normally, for instance, but if you have a flaming aura element, you can. You can also use an element to do something much faster than normal. If you're a master tinker, you can lockpick or jerry-rig devices in a combat exchange. It's a tough sell for most other people. You can tag benefits to re-roll your missed dice. You can tag an element to represent how you use your knowledge to re-roll. You can take a bonus action. If an element would either improve your speed or improve your focus, you can tag and take an additional action. Or use a special power. These are all breaking the rules to an extent, but they make sense for character concepts.
I would think we would both have like a pistol, probably, right?
I would have one that would be like an air pistol. It wouldn't make much noise.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So you're talking like a laser pistol, or
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess
it's a space sci-fi probably.
All right. Well, all right. Like a stun, like a phaser with a stun node. I guess you could have that.
So the basic structure of the game is to establish a situation, determine how the players want to handle it, montage if necessary, set the scene at the threshold of the action, determine the stakes, action, resolve conflict, repeat from step 3 if there's more to be resolved in the act, and run character scenes, unless this is the final act.
I think you'd also want like a sniper rifle. We're gonna have that kind of
I'm thinking of stuff I can carry with me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It's hard to carry that.
True.
I've already got rope and wire and lockpick tools. Maybe in just a general little toolkit, portable toolkit.
So in conflicts, examples they gave are sneak past security measures to get to a safe, ambush the caravan and steal its cargo, navigate across the land of objective to map My map. Compass. Investigate a crime scene to find clues. Survive the wilderness until backup arrives. Fight off a zombie attack. Escape the pursuing helicopter in your sports car. The difficulty is the number of dice to roll against your moves. The success tracks the number of hits required to complete a challenge. If something that takes more than one roll.
Okay. Well, to really flesh out the game, though, since we sort of decided on the scenario, our game master is going to have to maybe jot down a general location and build in things we'll be going through.
Well, the idea of this is that I'm supposed to be able to come up with all of this on the fly. It's more of an improvisational game from everybody in terms of what kind of character you're going to be, what kind of situation I'm going to put you in.
He kind of assumes that everybody's watched enough science fiction or whatever movies and TV shows that you can just bring it up.
Or enough Whose Lines in Anyway to be.
Yes.
Well,
I'm
comical,
good at, yeah. Not just comical, but just quick on your feet.
Yeah. My character's name is John Grog Flatfoot.
Okay.
Grog is my my coder name.
Okay.
My name's Ren.
Ren?
Like a little bird.
Oh, W-R-E. I was thinking you were referencing Kylo Ren. Yeah.
No. Ren Stimpy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a little
Grog
bird.
and Ren.
So I'm a beast, flirty, hacker, in it for the money, strong. I have energy drinks, a laptop, various USB sticks with pre-programmed hacker apps.
Oh my gosh.
I have an app
So,
for that.
character scenes, whether it's a shot of scotch while looking at your scratched up face in the mirror, a superhero shawarma lunch in the ruins of Times Square, or visiting the grave of your loved ones, everyone benefits from a chance to rest and reflect.
I understood that reference.
Sometimes, though, there are more important things that need to be done. Robots to be researched, maps to be downloaded, your family to be called. So the non-action components of the story that are nevertheless important return to character scenes. Between each action scene, give each character at least one character scene, unless it makes absolutely no sense in context. Give them two, if they have at least an hour of downtime. Ask each character what they're doing, who they're talking to, and so forth. Let the player narrate. Try to keep it just a couple of minutes unless something interesting happens worth exploring. The rules of cinematic pacing still apply. Then pick a benefit that fits the narration. So you rest up, refocus, gather intel, do a personal task. Stuff and things.
Okay.
Customizing the element trio for a genre. So one thing they say for spy-fi, role, quirk, and gadget times 2. Action-oriented spy media like James Bond, Archer, Kingsman, even all ages fair like Spy Kids and Kim Possible, have substantial emphasis on gear, which is good high-tech gadgets as a core element of the story. Since Just Got Real de-emphasizes gear that may seem like a poor fit, but we can work around it by using gadgets as an element. Often happenstance that spy heroes somehow happen to have the right gadget for the job that fits to the standard practice of Just Got Real missions. Let me re-emphasize, make sure the players get the opportunity to use their gadgets. Situational elements like gadgets are necessarily less powerful than typical elements, so to compensate, players get 2 gadget elements. Furthermore, unlike typical elements, they're not integral to the characters to be swapped out whenever it makes sense, usually between scenes, when the players have access to their headquarters. So because you don't have superpowers or magic powers, you get like 2 gadgets. Whether you get a weapon and a tool.
Oh. Okay, gadgets. But we can have
An excuse for your character.
like wardrobe or something like that. It's not a gadget. That's a...
Clothes are different, obviously. No, but we're talking like...
Okay. So certain tools are not gadgets. They're like tools.
If, as a spy, you want like a disguise kit or something to be able to argue that you were able to...
Like Mission Impossible, we're strip off the mask.
Maybe not that sophisticated.
I have a cloaking device. I'm a super spy. Anyway. Oh, all right. I guess it's been disavowed.
I'm not saying no to it.
Oh, I know. I get the look. Well, I've written down
Could be
here
a very short
a
bursts of it, like a minute.
A stunning, a weapon that stuns.
I can see something that would like change security cameras to like make it look like you're not there. Like
well, that'd be his hacking tools then. He could you take his pad. He has a pad, universal pad that can.
Or if you just like, a little one-use EMP thing, you know. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, and I wanted something that I could see in the dark, so an infrared camera, but it's such that I can carry it around easily, wear it.
What if you have infrared glasses?
Like
goggles that are big and bulky.
Yeah, but these are futuristic ones that look like regular glasses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But remember, it's still Western style, so they're more like circular as opposed to old style. Yes.
And they have telescopic lenses, so I can zoom in. All right. Anyway.
Enhanced screen 9A.
So I guess we'll get started.
Okay.
On the spot. Ooh. Oh yeah, we still can come up with a name. If we come up with a name.
I threw some out there.
Okay. What were your options?
I suggested warped mind or void of thought or let's see. How many have time?
Memory alpha. Oh, somebody else. You just randomly.
Yeah, it's a tile generator. Yeah. Babylon crying. No, it doesn't roll up into anything. Daughters of Dawn. No. Mists of Jupiter. What would be a good Star Trek name for it?
Well, we're looking for a memory machine so we can restore someone's memories. Is it going to be on Mars? Somewhere between Mars and Earth?
Well, between Mars and Earth should be the moon.
Yeah.
There's not much else between.
Yeah.
Okay, memories on Mars or something like that.
Memories of Mars?
No, on Mars. Because we've got to find this machine to restore the person's memories, and the machine has been traced to Mars.
Muddled memories of Mars. Which is alliteration.
Okay. You've got to alliterate.
Mistaken? Memories of Mars?
Mistaken. Wake me up when you're done.
Just choose one, David.
How about lost thoughts?
Very good.
Lost in
Excellent.
Lost in thought.
Lost in thought.
Lost in thought.
Lost in thought.
No comment.
So, our improv movie, Lost in Thought.
Yes.
The illustrious crew of the
Juggernaut.
Your ship is the Juggernaut?
Sure, why not?
The tiny ship.
Yeah.
It's an ironic name.
We wanted to make it sound good.
It's a shuttlecraft.
It's a shuttlecraft Juggernaut.
It's actually a shuttlecraft from a bigger ship that was actually the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
But we lost that ship.
Yes.
That ship's been destroyed. So now this is the Juggernaut.
Yeah, we copied.
It's spray painted on the back, like you took an EV suit and got out of the ship and just
like Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Juggernaut too.
Okay.
Son of Juggernaut.
Okay. Yeah. Twice as small.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
En route to Mars for trading spices.
Spices.
Oh, so we don't know about our job yet?
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Oh, okay. Spices. That paprika, I hope it's fresh. I don't want to disappoint our buyers on Mars. You know how they are.
Well, as long as we can find people who have the time.
What? The time? Oh my God!
It took you a moment.
It took me a moment.
Yeah.
Ah, boy.
Okay.
So you receive a call from local authorities because they have to, in order to check every ship coming in and out of orbit, to declare what you're bringing in, and just general passports, whatever else, identification.
Yeah, this is the son of the Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to trade spices. Imports from Earth.
And where is the Juggernaut?
Lost in space. This is son of Juggernaut.
Okay. Yeah, we had to pass by the Moon Triangle. It used to be the Bermuda Triangle, but it's not near Bermuda anymore. Anyway, and somehow it just disappeared.
I forgot to put the brakes on and crashed into the moon. Anyways.
Are we sure you should be piloting? Are you a better pilot than him?
He's the one piloting.
Good.
I'm just talking on the radio.
I'm just okay. Yeah. He's the one that crashed the other ship. I'm piloting, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, carefully approach the docking platform, and we will inspect your cannons.
Okay.
So like a space station then, or is
yeah,
it
space.
Okay. No, going around Mars. Okay.
So let's say it's a 2d6.
Oh.
Difficulty.
For
or
him,
at least
difficulty.
I'll just roll 2 on mine, and you roll whatever your
should be.
let me look at the categories here.
Stunt, fight, stunt would be one. That's for driving.
Yes, stunt. So whatever your stunt is versus my roll, get more successes than me, and you will successfully die.
2 successes.
Okay, only 1. So you successfully die.
All right.
No crashing, because he suggested crashing.
Yeah,
so.
No, we didn't crash. Okay. All right.
And you're sure you're not hiding anything else?
No, we just... Anyway.
We're in the import-export business. Right now we're importing... Or what is it?
Exporting.
We're exporting.
Yes.
Oil.
Spices.
Yes.
From Earth to Mars.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I mean, they don't get much, flavor on Mars, so...
Obviously.
Yeah.
Dry and sandy. Hot.
Okay.
And usually pepper works very well here. I don't know why.
Yeah. In any case, everything checks out, and they let you continue. So there's a long elevator that takes you underground because it was a lot easier to make tunnels underneath Mars.
Oh, wait a minute. We landed on a space station, and now we got an elevator to the ground. Is this one of those, space elevators that goes from...
Yeah.
Okay, I have never been on one of those. This should be exciting.
Is our crates with us then, or?
They've taken them to the appropriate section and are telling you to have a nice day on Mars.
Are we getting paid for this? I mean, we're
Well, did you bring your pad out? And have
yeah, we had the proper paperwork here, which we don't use paper anymore, but...
It's done.
Well, we shall be glad to deliver it on your behalf, and you can receive payment when you arrive there.
Can I get a receipt for that?
Sure, they let you keep all the paperwork. and
Okay.
stuff for it, yeah.
I want proof where this stuff is.
They make copies,
I'm in it for the money.
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay.
It's on my character sheet. Yeah. Okay, take the elevator.
Yeah.
Long elevator down.
You want some gum? There's gonna be some air pressure changes.
No.
You don't want to chew your...
Okay.
Yeah.
Chew my cud. Anyway.
Okay. And so there's some basic elevator music. You want to turn it off, but you can't find a button.
I can't stand this modern new age music. Anyway.
That's just the motor running.
That get me more worried. That didn't sound very good. The music is bad enough, but the motor, that's worse. Okay, we're down to the planet now, so we're underground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whee! Yeah. So the elevator takes you all the way through. There's not to the center or anything,
Yeah.
but it's far enough down that you come across this lively bazaar.
Journey to the center.
This marketplace full of different traders
Yeah.
and small tents of various farmers, and you see some livestock, some other things that they've got some artificial lighting underneath here because they couldn't really replace what little the sun could do from the surface. Yeah.
Okay.
But they have enough to grow some plants and support smaller animals.
Okay.
Chickens.
Yes, chicken and stuff, although they are still rather expensive because a lot of them were just imported in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, think about it. A lot of their food's probably going to be like soy products, a lot of algae, Soylent Green. They're going to want these spices you're providing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we go over to the vendor or the person who ordered our spices and confirm that he got his order from the guys up top.
You see the ticket booth, whatever, of the guy who's just basically money exchange in general. And so, you're the ones with the spices, right?
Yes. Spice of life spices.
Well, we deal in Martian credits here, so you get 1,000. I'm not exactly sure the current exchange rate on Earth, but it's quite a healthy sum for Martian delicacies.
How many chickens can I buy with 1,000?
About 10.
Oh my, that's pretty good. Yeah, I thought I'm going to buy chickens. I know they're expensive. Yes. All right, excellent. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a lovely day.
You as well. All right. 1,000 credits.
Martian credits.
Martian. Do you plan on going to Venus? Getting Venetian credits?
What's
No, I'm saying if you were to take it to the moon or Earth, they would not be at the same value.
Oh, did the Martian credits also work on the Martian moons?
Yes.
Okay, good. Martian moon credits, that would be absurd.
Yes.
Well, less convenient. Put it that way.
Indeed.
Okay.
All right. Hey, you want to go? Let's check out this bazaar and see why it's so
sure.
bizarre.
Don't forget to save some of those credits to get some more fuel for our return trip.
Oh yeah. I'm very thrifty. Very thrifty.
Okay.
And maybe you should stick with me since I have the money on me. You and I together can buy something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ren, I need you to make an analyze check.
Uh-oh.
Analyze? Because I'm not the analyzer.
I'm the analyzer.
What am I analyzing?
Find out.
Nothing.
2 ones?
2 ones.
Snake eyes.
Why don't you roll the same thing?
Thank you.
He's got the 5.
I got 5.
Whoa.
And 4 sixes.
Okay.
4.
You notice that a small girl has apparently pickpocketed him. He's completely oblivious to it, and she's just running through.
Which is strange, because I'm the...
Yeah, and yet.
Yes.
Hey, you guys got robbed. Get her.
Looks like a data pad, a ledger.
Oh.
She took your diary.
Oh,
Go.
no. All right.
You don't need to read that, like I did. Anyways, go.
Like you did.
Okay.
It's a lot of time spent on the ship. I'm bored.
So do I get to...
All right, a stunt check to chase her down.
Okay. Nothing.
You want to try? Stunt?
Nothing. She made it out with it.
Well, she got nothing either.
Oh, okay.
So we catch up with her anyway.
You're just like not really making headway either way. She's not getting that far away from you, and you're not really getting that close enough to her. But you're not. Neither one of you's losing each other.
Uh-huh.
Are there any officers nearby? Any authority?
Some guy in a blue uniform just holds out his arm, just seeing this girl run, and it's like, little lady. You see him just kind of holding her by the arm, just help. No, you must have done something wrong, little lady. Now,
you talk. I can't.
Yeah. She appears to have
got too real.
pickpocketed my data pad. I need that back.
all right.
I won't press charges, but we would like to know why she's
Kind of
running loose.
rustles her a little bit, and she reaches with her other hand and gives you back the pad.
Thank you.
Now, what you say?
Young lady, what were you...
I'm sorry. Give me.
What did you think you were going to do?
I thought it was money.
No. Well, I don't have the money. Anyway.
Now, okay, were the marching credits actual physical coins, or was it just
data?
Yeah.
Okay. Data credits, yeah. Which could be stored on a pad, all kinds of different things.
Okay.
You just saw you got some money.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take one of my empty USB sticks, of which I have a plentiful amount, and I'll stick the two together, and I'll transfer over 20. Here you go, kid.
Oh, thank you, sir. This'll do very nicely, sir.
Yes. Now,
I can afford a meal today.
why are you running around this market with no parents? What's going on?
I don't know who they are.
You don't know your parents?
Nope. Can't remember them.
Oh my gosh. Have you been to the authorities to ask them if they can identify?
They don't know how to help them. I can't tell them who they are.
I see. It sounds like she's been brainwiped. Have you heard this before?
I'm a hacker, of course I've heard this before.
Okay.
Well, why would somebody bother to brainwipe her?
Well, I guess we should find out. But we don't know who her parents are, or if there's any money in it for you. Although, I prefer to do things for people just because they need to be done.
Yeah, you're bringing this up like every other week. I know. I like to be able to pay the bills, though.
I know.
Yeah. And eat. So, clearly. All right, kid. Join us for a meal, and then we'll talk, okay?
Okay.
All right. Don't steal from us. Okay.
What's the last thing you remember?
What's the first thing you remember? We'll go with that.
First thing. All right.
Last thing you remember is us talking with us. We ran the conversation.
First thing you remember.
I've been this street urchin all my life.
All your life. You don't recall like waking up.
How old
somewhere?
are you? How old does she look?
She looks about 10.
10. Martian years.
Earth years. I mean, you're all Earthlings. It's just a matter of you can't really tell whether she was actually born on Mars or just like sent here in a colony ship or something else.
So where do you stay when you're not running the streets, grabbing people's pants?
In the streets.
In the streets?
Day and night.
Certainly you have to sleep somewhere.
Sleeps in the streets.
Wherever I can.
Okay, well.
Got a few hidey holes.
Hidey holes.
You know, gotta find some safe places from the grown-ups.
I see.
Those grumps will get you.
Those grumps, yeah, they'll get you.
Yeah.
You know what?
We're not getting anywhere.
I think we could share a chicken.
A chicken?
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Let's
sounds
go eat
delicious.
some chicken.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
And coffee?
100
Chicken sandwich and coffee.
Chicken sandwich and
You drink coffee?
When I can.
Okay. I like this kid.
I see.
Have you ever tried Rockstar?
No.
What's
I
that?
haven't bought a can of Rockstar. I have energy drinks. I wrote it down.
Okay. She takes a little sip.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Does this
good
come from
stuff.
Earth?
Yeah, it's on the import.
Oh, wow. I don't want to take too much of your money, though. This thing can be pretty valuable here.
Well, let's just have each a chicken sandwich, a small one.
Okay.
Yeah. How much do 3 chicken sandwiches cost? And 2, some cups of coffee.
20 credits.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway,
Water's still free because there's an abundant amount of ice that has been melted, and since they burrowing underground, they'll be able to find all pockets of water is.
Don't you have an app on your pad that maybe you take a picture of her and see if she matches anybody in a missing person database?
Is there like a since we seem to be the only ones to have taken interest in this girl, I try to do take a photo of her.
Make an analyze check.
Analyze.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good thing.
You're the man.
1.
Okay, add an extra d6 for using
Hacker?
Hacker, yeah.
Nope. Bad dice.
You
Nice.
can choose to re-roll your failed dice by marking one of your elements.
Well, hacker.
Okay.
Just one die or all of them?
All of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 successes total.
Okay. Access to that information is denied.
Huh.
Okay.
That sounds suspicious.
Like, part of it's been redacted and other parts have been completely wiped out. Her face is there, but in terms of database-wise, no name, no age, no nothing.
So somehow she's in the network, but
Like, someone has gone great lengths to...
they forgot the photograph.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still want to analyze where she is. As long as they have her photograph on record, they can use whatever camera setup to see where she is.
Facial recognition. Okay. Yeah.
Surprised they didn't give her a false identity. But apparently
They were that creative.
they're that creative.
As far as they're concerned, she's a Jane Doe.
Huh.
Can we call you Jane?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember my name.
I figured that point. Otherwise, you would have introduced yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who are you?
So,
I'm John. John Flatfoot. Some people in the net, they'll call me Grog.
Hi, Grog.
Thank you.
he just looks that way.
Can I call you Grog?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Ren. Just like the little bird.
What are birds?
Fair question. Like chickens.
Oh,
Only
okay.
smaller.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they can fly. Okay, let's see, we need to, I don't know, can you hack the system and see if there's any trace back on the deleted material for this girl?
Well, this is real life, right? It's not like in the simulations in the movies where you just hack it at anything.
That's true.
The game is called Just Got Real, so...
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's real.
yeah. But it's
Although you do have a setting of 7 for realism, so...
11, so it's not
Not that real.
100% real.
Not entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to know. Well, okay. Do you know of any?
Do I have any contacts? Do I, since we've made trades on Mars before, me being a hacker and having an alias, do I have any connections on Mars?
There's a broker, a gambler.
Gambler. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like a couple of floors down from where you are. Kind of if you think this is the normal friendly bazaar, it's more of the grotto, the underbelly kind of place where there are like casinos and
ground level?
yeah.
Vegas.
Vegas kind of, yeah.
Uh-huh.
For the people who've made it big and those who have lost as much.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Let's go see.
I've made a tidy amount of money, which I'm not going to spend on gambling. But we also lost our ship. So, I'd say we follow our boat. I do love that hilarious notion of that. We're flying this son of a juggernaut. It's the escape shuttle.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we need to. I'm really curious about this poor girl now. It appears that her memories have been wiped, and someone is also wiping her identity.
oh, can we inspect the little girl to see whether or not she has like any, ports or anything like that, any implants, or was this done?
Inspect the little.
Let's make another analyze check.
All right. One.
You don't find anything.
Okay. So, she wasn't hurt for whenever this happened, probably. Then again, she wouldn't remember. I don't see any scarring, though, per se.
No scarring.
If there were any sort of surgery or anything, it looks like
It's healed up now. And,
yeah.
Even then, only being 10 years old, she really wouldn't have that much to remember, per se. So, it could just be sort of, surface thoughts, so to speak.
We don't know that for sure. Maybe she was a genius and had all kinds of information.
Could be that.
Someone
Maybe
wanted to hide.
maybe she witnessed a murder.
Could have been, yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah. Maybe because he smiled just there, that's what happened. Maybe that's something devious enough that happens all the time.
Yes,
Yeah. So, keep close with us. We're going to an unsafe place, part of Mars. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, do you have like a hood you can wear so you can hide your face?
Sure. Yes, it's kind of like looks like a cut piece of sack that would normally be used to like hold potatoes or whatever, just a large sack, and she's fashioned it into like a cloak.
Okay. For where we're going, does it look like that kind of thing would be out of place? Like, if you walked around the mall with a sackcloth, that would look weird.
Yeah,
but
it would look at the mall, obviously. Yeah. But for the areas you're probably going to be looking at are more of the poor, unsuccessful
Okay.
areas. The people who live just outside the casinos who lost everything and really have nowhere else to go.
They wear sacks.
They've been sacked.
Yes. Fired. Okay. Cool. You'll blend in just fine. Excellent. So we go down.
All right.
Couple floors, and we find the casino where this broker works in.
So you go further down, and you see there's a guy at the gate, and it's like, no children allowed in the casino.
What?
It could be penny pinchers.
She's a midget.
Penny pinchers?
Penny pinchers.
As in, they don't want to spend much money?
As in, they could be stealing.
Penny filchers.
Penny filchers, yeah.
Okay.
Filcher, pinch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pinching pennies are, I'm trying, squeeze as much as I can out of it.
Yeah.
British
Yes.
pinchers. British do that. There you go.
Pounds, yes.
Yeah.
Pound pitcher?
Well, the British have pennies too.
Penny for a
Yes.
pound. Pence.
A farthing?
Yeah. Yes.
I'd like some now.
Do you have some?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. How? McDonald's, they give me loads, customers
Yeah,
just throw money at me. For some reason, I got a plastic penny.
Oh, yeah.
It looks okay on one side, and the other side, it says copy on it.
Shit.
It's like, why is this in my drawer?
Okay.
Yeah, I showed that to a manager. I just gave that away. But otherwise, yeah, the foreign money. Unless it's Canadian. Don't like Canadian money.
No.
It's everything but Canadian
Even
money.
though many trainer says Canadian dollars are best off.
Well, he gets money from them, so it's fine.
He does.
He gets to keep that money.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
So,
Look, we're here to see your boss. He might have some information about her. I can't let her on my side.
Fine, follow me. So he opens the door and specifically escorts you, not through the velvet curtain area, but to a side door.
Service door.
Service door, more operational side of things.
service entrance again.
Oh, who did you say you were?
That was me as Grog.
Grog.
The girl and I wink to each other.
Taps the
Grog.
communicator.
Yeah.
There's a Grog here to see you. Oh, send him in.
Oh,
There we go.
Warm. Space Marine.
Yeah. So they open. He opens the door to this small little office, a mahogany desk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see this
Yeah.
rather
That's important.
plump,
Oh, yeah.
plump, middle-aged man, receding hairline.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Making notes, a bunch of monitors around his desk. Basically, part security, just kind of watching over each of the tables.
He has security on his
Yeah.
security. I mean,
Yeah.
he's paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oi, Grog! It's been years.
I know, it has. You still liking the desk? It's a good desk, isn't it?
It certainly
I got you
is.
that desk.
Mahogany.
The mahogany, yes.
Hey.
Good import from,
Australia. It's very obviously where he's from. Australia.
Oh, who's your friend there?
Ren.
The name's O'Malley.
Oh,
I'm the
Mallet.
proprietor of this here establishment.
Okay. Anyway.
O'Malley. I'm here to ask you a couple questions.
Right.
Yeah, about this little girl.
Little girl.
Little girl. Yeah, I'll pull the sack off. There you go.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, it's a little girl.
I try to do a bit of research without getting in trouble yet. I just want to ask questions. But I can't find anything. She's been redacted. She's been erased from the database. Can you think of any reason why somebody would want to do this to this little girl?
He pulls out a data pad and kind of looks through a couple files, kind of goes through his desktop.
They know your files are off the grid.
Right.
So if somebody tried to wipe all the files, yours would be safe.
She was in my casino.
Huh?
About a month ago.
They told us they
You remember being in his casino a month ago?
Nope.
Okay. So maybe whatever happened to her happened in the last month, so she doesn't remember. Or can I inside check her in some way?
She's telling the truth. Empathically, I can tell she's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways.
All right.
What does she do in your casino?
Well, I'm checking my records now.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody brought this to my attention, but the facial recognition loaded up his previous security camera feeds, and she was in there a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did she do?
But she was someone. You wouldn't know that.
Well, she was on the security camera, so you could see.
Well, yeah, but if it just, I guess it records faces, I suppose it recorded actual footage. Yeah.
She had the same sack on.
Ah.
Sackcloth, and he turns the video footage to you, and she apparently is going from table to table, just like crawling underneath each one, and you can't see under the table what she's doing, but she spends a moment at one table, and then the movement she kind of chooses her movement between arcs of people walking around to kind of duck between people's legs, and so it's really really hard to see except for a few moments where her face looks up and it pinpoints where she is, but otherwise it's just a looks like a sack bag, just quickly darting from table to table, doing something.
So you can't tell who she was with. Yes, she was with.
Doesn't look like she was with anyone.
Have you been having any problems in the the blackjack tables over there?
We've been having people win more often than usual. I mean, not that I say it's rigged. It's not rigged. You know me.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
run a fair game.
Yeah, absolutely, totally fair, totally above board. But I have been losing a bit more than usual. People have been a bit more successful, and he kind of just glares at her a little bit struggling, a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, but okay, that was like a month ago. Has anybody like this week?
I mean, it's not like a significant amount. It's like maybe 50, 100 credits more than what the normal person would be. So it's like it's just enough to make me think, well, maybe that person's just lucky. But after seeing this, it makes me think something's been altered.
Now, is it just random, or is it a specific person?
It's just people more often in general. Normally, there's a set amount that people win. People always win at least something.
Yeah.
But they've been winning more than what I expect them to.
Yeah, I've heard about the percentages that the casinos actually make sure somebody wins, so they keep coming back. Oh, I'm sorry. Trick there.
Well, that might be with slot machines, but it's kind of harder to do that with blackjack tables with cards.
Right. Well, or the.
Well, actually, according to this, everything is digital.
Yeah.
So that people can't count cards.
But digital can be hacked.
Yeah, that's suspicious. So.
Well, every table is on its own server. Every table has its own encryption key.
Well, she was.
Well, the last thing I had a software update.
You know?
Want me to have a look at them?
Certainly.
All right.
I'd like to keep her in for questioning, though.
You stay with her.
She's automatically my suspect at this point.
Yeah. As far as we can tell, she doesn't know anything. We figure there's some kind of a machine that's been wiped her memory. Do you know of any machines that are in the market wipe memories?
I've heard of a memorizer.
Really?
It's more or less a memory archive thing, you know. Yeah. It's on one of the moons, Io, I think.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, golly, that's a far piece. I don't know if I can get him to spend the money to go out there. would there be any like reward for if we found something? If we got this girl's memory back and she's able to tell you what she was doing under those tables.
I was the moon of Jupiter.
Oh, sorry, no, wrong moon.
Okay,
What's the moon of Mars then?
Deimos is one.
Deimos.
Oh,
Deimos rising.
Demon.
Deimos.
Is that a moon?
Phobos and Deimos.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Deimos then.
All right. Well, then that's a little better. Wouldn't think it-
Oh yeah, so yeah, remember from Hercules movie
Oh yeah.
where they were the characters, the two little minions, right?
Mhm.
Were named Panic and Pain.
Ah. Right.
Yeah. The Phobos is Panic and Fear. Deimos is Terror and Dread.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, is there any kind of a reward if we could figure out what she was doing under those tables?
Well, if she was trying to fix them,
Yeah.
I'd be grateful. If she was the one that made them bad,
Yeah.
she'd be in trouble.
Well, no. I mean, if we could find out what was going on, by restoring her memory, would that be worth something to you?
He doesn't care about her memory at all.
He doesn't care, but yeah, but
I
he
want the
knows
truth,
profits.
that's
he
for
doesn't
sure.
know
I
what
can't
she
tell.
did.
Yeah.
All right, let me go to your tables. You have one of your men follow me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a system check of your of each table.
Sure.
Analyze the table.
Analysis.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I do, so that's good. One success. And we're still in the same scene essentially still,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
can't use my hacker again.
No. Also, one success. So the particular table you're looking at, you're not sure. It doesn't look like it's been tampered, but it's one of the suspect tables. They didn't want to take it out because it was still seemed to be working fine. It's just giving out a little more than usual. Like as far as blackjack goes, the randomized nature of it seems more in favor of the players than the dealer. It's more likely to give them a blackjack, or at least as long as they know how to play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can tell that there has been a change then.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go over to one of the other tables that hasn't been altered, copy its OS,
Yeah.
go back to it, and just update it?
Sure.
Or do a comparison, so you can see what the changes were. That'd be more intelligent.
Well, there are other tables too that were contaminated.
It appears to have just simply been downgraded to an older version.
Okay. All right.
The updated version is legit, straight.
Are there like the serial ports that I presume, or the USB ports, whatever? Are they below the tables at a position where she would have been?
They are,
warranted?
but they are specifically keyed for USB keys that have the right encryption code. Like only the code that goes with that. So it's like you try to plug in the code from the other table, and it's like, well, I can compare the version number, but I can't change it because it's a different encryption.
Okay.
Each one has its own encryption key.
Okay. So you can't update it, but you can check.
So
it.
each dealer has the encryption key in their pocket or security.
Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody was able to make basically a skeleton key to change these, gave it to her, she used them. Wonder if he has any enemies perhaps, that any competing casinos, that has she been paid by somebody to just slightly alter
Yeah, but
their winnings. Because it's not just gaining to one person. It's this anybody that's at the table that can count. That is
Right.
decent at blackjack. If any, the only thing anybody hurts
yeah.
is the boss. Because I'm Allie.
Okay. Well, ask him.
As you're looking around, suddenly the lights, all the power goes out in the entire facility. Emergency beacons, emergency sirens currently and then like the dim lighting shows up as some sort of backup emergency power. But all of the tables and everything else just suddenly deactivate, and all the guests and stuff are just looking around.
I turn on my bright light on my pad.
Yeah. You hear laser fire at the entrance of the building.
I turn off my light pad.
Yeehaw! Let's take them for all they got.
This doesn't seem wise.
No, you want to go back to the office?
A couple of goons in body armor rush in with laser pistols, and they're just randomly shooting any of the guests. Not to kill them, it seems. It's just more to injure or incapacitate them.
Okay.
They're very precise in terms of once they shoot them, they loot the wallets, loot all kinds of stuff, and they're just going through.
Okay. I try to rush behind the bar.
Okay.
I see the bartender.
All right.
Dude, stay down, man.
Yeah, dude. Totally.
Nobody has to tell the bartender to stay down.
You want a drink, man?
Now does not seem like the time.
Don't shoot the piano player.
Piano player.
No one's playing anything right now, but there's a shootout going through. So, let's see. Let's let you guys go first. Who wants to do what?
Okay.
It's dim lighting, so it's going to be -1, unless you have some sort of night vision goggles or something.
I have night vision goggles.
Okay, so you
remove
you get +1 then.
Uh-huh.
So whatever fight roll you get, 1d6.
Okay. I asked the guy, okay, do you have sidearm back here?
You get you a shotgun.
Okay.
It's only got like 6 shots, man. Use them wisely, dude.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I can see, I come out of the office, set some lights down, see what's going on.
All right, roll a.
Hey, you turn on the lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for
fight.
Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. These guys are terrible.
1.
You can choose new dice if you want.
I'll just go with these.
All right, so you miss them, and they shoot. Let's see, where did you say you were?
I'm
behind the
I
counter.
was originally in the office.
In the
door.
office. Okay.
Behind the office door, looking out.
There's a pane of glass directly beside you
Yeah.
that leads into the office door that just shatters, and some of the glass doesn't hurt you, but it just kind of startles you as it just like crashes over you.
Okay. All right. No stress there. Just temp condition.
Who thinks they can take us on? Give us your money.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to shoot again. 1 success.
1 success as well. They managed to dodge your shot.
Okay.
What are you doing? He's already taken 2 actions, I know.
Yeah. I take the shotgun and try to aim where I've seen laser fire.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the fight is 3.
Fight is 3.
Actually, I'm -1 because it's dark.
You can't see as well. Yeah.
1 success.
Also 1 success.
Okay, the dodge.
Yep.
Alright.
They shoot. They can recognize at this point someone's shooting at them. So roll your stunt to avoid, or actually, defending yourself will still be your fight as well.
Yeah.
Which of us?
So roll your fight. Yeah, they're trying to shoot at you.
Okay. 1 success.
No success. You dodge.
Okay.
Second time.
Oh.
That fell out. No success.
They didn't get any either. So third guy.
Ooh.
1 success.
Last guy is going to try to shoot at you.
Okay. Am I still at 1 because, or -1 because I can't see as well?
No, you're just trying to dodge.
Okay.
Trying to shoot them. No.
1 success.
They got 2. You get 1 point of stress as a shot
1.
hits you in the arm.
Okay.
It just grazes your shoulder. Ow!
Come out of there and we won't hurt you much more.
No!
At this point, one of the guests tries to rush up and hit him, and gets shot in the head.
Oh my.
Okay.
Don't anybody try to be a hero now. Just give us what we want and we'll leave you alone.
What do you want?
Money! Jewels,
yeah.
coins, anything. Credits. Everything, you valuables.
I value your life. I value all lives. What's wrong with that?
One of them says, "It's the girl. Grab her."
Well, the girl was beside him.
She's in the
office.
Well,
Yeah.
the office had the window out, and they shot the window.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And she screams, and they look in that direction, and like,
I'm sure she would have like hidden behind the mahogany table.
yeah. But they heard a familiar scream apparently.
Okay, they're coming my way. I can see it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta shoot at them
Yeah,
with advantage.
yeah.
Oh, one success.
Also one success. You have anything you can mark to maybe reroll? Your determination
For the greater good.
Greater good.
Greater
Yeah.
good. Yep.
Greater good. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's see.
Just need those two.
Just need those. You don't want to,
Well,
What?
I had one success. Right? Okay.
What do you mean? What?
No. You roll the other
What?
ones that didn't
What?
succeed. You don't roll any
Oh.
extras.
Okay.
You already rolled them.
Yeah, I didn't get
You're still not getting anything.
Okay.
No, I didn't get it.
All right. You managed to distract them at least
Yeah.
from trying to go after the girl, but they seem to know something about her.
Yeah.
Okay. My turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I have to just try to shoot with the shotgun again. Hey, there's 0 power in the place at all?
Just emergency power. Dim
Yeah,
lights.
emergency lights. So you can
Okay.
see. You just can't see very well.
It's like their network's still up. At all.
None of the computers or equipment or any of the tables or nothing.
Okay.
No.
I was going to see if I like maybe activate a jukebox up to the side and then try to attack that.
All right,
This is distraction.
make it a joint effort with O'Malley. Do a say, yeah, analyze. Yes.
Analyze.
Yeah, the thing you do so often.
1.
Also 1.
Was O'Malley got?
Yeah.
Okay. You got
Between the two of you, working in different areas, trying to restore power, suddenly the lights all come back on and the devices, all the equipment and stuff slowly come up. And O'Malley steps out of the office. Get out of more casino! He's holding like a big, he lobs a grenade.
It's his casino, alright.
So this is like a flashbang. It don't do damage, but it's
a frag
It's
grenade.
so loud you can't
He is
hear
not
it.
a wise man.
Huh?
A light flash of light, followed
Yeah.
by a
Loud.
loud puff of smoke,
Yeah.
just like envelops the room.
Uh-huh.
At least the entrance area, and you hear all of them just coughing and hacking.
Okay.
Not hacking, computer hacking.
Yeah.
Just a total distraction. I'm assuming you guys looked away.
Right.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of colding around with you as well. You know, like, I don't want to breathe this stuff
Okay.
in.
So it's a gas grenade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, can I try to shoot them again?
Sure.
Okay, now I pull 3.
Oh,
2 successes.
You managed to shoot one in the leg.
Good, okay.
Hey, boss, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Can I try to rush over to him then and knock his gun out of his hand?
All right. Stunt.
Stunt. Alright. 1 success.
Also 1 success. You are trying to wrestle it. He's gripping it, and you're just trying to wrangle it from him, and kind of obviously pointing away from you, so you can't just pull the trigger.
Okay.
While
I
you're
guess we
holding
got
it.
that going for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The other guys aim at you now that they can see everything, and the smoke eventually clears, but they see you wrestling with one of the guys, and they just hold it. It's like,
all right, then. You let go. We'll walk out of here, and then pretend like none of this ever happened. Okay?
O'Malley, it's your call.
you already took things from my casino. You drop everything, and then you can leave. But you don't take a single thing from my patrons.
Especially the lives. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
They raise their arms, drop their weapons.
Go ahead. Just let us out with our weapons and lives, and call it even, okay?
Sound like you said it was okay. All right.
Okay.
So they're gone.
All right. So the things are restored, and unfortunately, the guy who got shot in the head is very much dead.
Yes.
But there isn't as much law and order down here.
Clearly.
No.
Because it's space western, things can happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
So we got pictures of these guys, or were they wearing masks?
They're all wearing bandanas.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can only see their eyes.
Well, the guy that I had in front of me, I pull his down.
Yeah.
So we can check.
Not anybody you know in particular. I mean, a lot of these people.
They're not in the system.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
good for these kind of jobs because they're not recorded really much anywhere. They don't have official jobs or records of any sort because they're just weren't born in a hospital, weren't taken down or anything. They just life of crime from.
All right.
But this girl, though, she clearly did have a life because it's been erased.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we aim to find it.
Okay.
We take pity on her.
So,
Anyways.
O'Malley, where's this memorizer machine?
It's on the moon of Deimos.
Oh, okay. How did you mind mentioning that? I think we ought to see if we can get a hold of this thing, see if we can restore this girl's memories, if we can find out what's going on.
Do you have anything else in your records about her? Just this one footage?
Just this one security footage. I don't know her otherwise.
Okay. Well, explain to him what happened to his systems. He's going to have them all clean, updated. Probably clean sweep all of them.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, and probably clean sweep the floor as well. With, the body.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He snaps his finger and they got a bunch of regular attendants taking care of things.
All right. Thanks for your help.
Now I'm trusting you. If she's done anything bad to my systems, you will deliver her to me.
I mean, I just told you she did. She possibly did a downgrade of your systems to a previous version. Yeah. How much do you think you've lost in the past month?
10,000 credits?
That's a lot of credits.
Yeah.
Look, what if I just give you 500 and you just up your security a bit?
Make a charm.
Okay, good thing I have 4 on that now.
Mm-hmm.
1. But I want to waste my money on it. I'm going to use my money. Alright, my drive is money.
Yeah?
And I know his drive is money.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. 1 more success, so 2.
You're able to negotiate the 500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going to be a very expensive little girl.
Don't let her out of your sight. And if you don't come back with her to stand for her crimes. Now, obviously, as a juvenile, if she was under duress from somebody else, it's their fault. But you need that memorizer to find out for sure.
Yeah, that's the plan, big guy.
Just making sure you know.
Okay. I mean, I thought I kind of just paid off what possibly might be your debt there. I mean, your losses are your losses. You might not have, actually lost that much.
Okay. Well, he didn't lose as much as he just didn't make as much money.
There is that.
It wasn't like he had
Lost
made it.
opportunities of profit, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go back to the ship.
All right.
so we've convinced the little girl to go with us now. Do you want your memories back, little girl?
That sounds really nice.
It does, yes. Well,
Good. Should we, since we don't want to waste any trips, investigate whether or not there were any shipments that need to be done from Mars to Deimos?
There might be a few.
Like small shipments.
not that small. Not that small. If you were the actual juggernaut, then
we lost so many spices though. Okay. So if we're trying to refuel, how much is refueling and getting basic, food supplies?
Well, it's a small shuttle, so it probably doesn't cost near as much as a juggernaut.
it's another 20 credits.
Okay. Okay. Right, 440 now. Oh yeah, I also gave back this shotgun to the.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Good shot, man.
Okay.
Got some kick to it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So do our drinks, dude.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Keep it real.
You too, dude.
All right.
Oh.
By the way, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
You look like a Hector, but all right.
Sounds a lot like Hector.
Yeah.
And not everybody can be Hector, dude.
Sure sounds like it. Anyway, all right.
Okay.
So,
It's more like a cheese go.
Jeez, go.
All right. So we're going to back up the elevator.
There are actually regular smaller flights to the moons.
Oh.
In case you want to just charter a trip back and forth. Rather than using your own fuel. It could cost about the same, but it's kind of a Star Tours kind of thing.
Oh my goodness.
So you have like a guidance right on the left side. You'll see. We're walking.
Taking their ship might actually be cleaner than ours.
Well, fine. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. The next trip isn't going for another hour, so if you guys want to do something else in between, has a character moment to kind of recover stress, or
I got one stress to recover there. Yeah.
Take the little girl somewhere so we can.
We also recover the elements then?
Yes, you recover your elements.
Oh, goody.
One element though.
Oh, one element. Right.
Well,
Okay.
only
I'll recover
use one.
Hacker then.
Okay.
Keep money. All right.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to look at, research? What do you think of the game so far?
I mean, you're improvising very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're near like one of the restaurants, I try to get like a little dessert, and I try to flirt with the waitress to try to get a little bit extra toppings. Because it's for this poor little girl.
Roll a charm check.
Thank you. 2.
You're very successful.
All
you get,
right.
instead of one scoop, you get 2.
Oh.
She's
I'm so very happy. It's been so long since I've had a treat.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you, man.
I don't even remember the last time I had a treat.
You probably don't.
And she goes to the sugar shop. But anyway,
Man.
she's got a little diabetic.
Oh no.
She had no idea she had diabetes. At 10.
You killed Kenny. Anyway.
She's a thin, scrawny little,
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I probably have diabetes from my energy drinks. Anyways.
Okay. So now it's time to go.
Anything else you want to do? I mean,
Not really. Just resting a little bit. It's been rather horrific in that bar.
Oh yes.
I'm just watching those two bond.
So about an hour later, you join along with like 3 other tourists. They even have their own like head-mounted cameras and I got at Mars T-shirt kind of thing. Oh, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hi. Wow,
I think we're having a storm here on Mars.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the power's still going.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
If
Fortunately, nobody in chat though.
Nobody?
I mean, you know, that's
I
not
have
out
no
of the
bots?
ordinary. 2 bots, Commander Root and Lurks.
Okay, dokie. In any case,
I presume they're bots because
well,
they
you know,
register in chat. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like we've gotten more responses on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So people, I guess, are watching more often rather than Monday night. I don't know.
Yeah. But also, I recently got a email from Twitch, giving me an update as to what does it take to become associate or whatever it is to
get
subscribers, right?
Yeah.
And basically, it's a matter of we have enough followers.
Okay.
And we've actually been recently broadcasting enough times.
Okay.
It's just a matter of do we have enough people that are watching us for a certain duration of time.
True.
Because we might have 3 people show up, but they only watch for
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 10 minutes out of the 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to cheat the system and just set up my computer downstairs on my own account. That would be
not worth it.
That would be dirty anyways. Yeah.
No, I mean even just adding 1 or 2 people on watching the stream yourself would not be enough to consider it.
No.
I mean we're talking tens or maybe hundreds.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. We actually have enough people following us.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how many. It doesn't really seem like it's a whole lot.
No.
We're not missing it by that much.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
We just need more 5 or 6 people.
If we had 5 people able to watch an entire episode.
Yeah.
Tolerate us for an entire episode.
Well, a lot of them seem to be international. The ones that made comments is it's 3 a.m. over here. And it's not really good content.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oz Mills Group.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, let's continue with the. All right.
Safe time driving, I hope.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine.
In any case, the usual kind of flight attendant.
Yeah.
Can't say stewardess anymore. It's a flight. Yeah. Just basically pointing out the various constellations. On your left, you'll see it right.
It's a steward.
Yes.
Anyway. Okay.
Anyway, it's just generally pointing out various facts about Phobos and Deimos, and we're currently visiting Deimos. We've got a lovely vacation planned. Enjoy for a wonderful week stay at our wonderful resort. Just pimping all the content that they would typically do in terms of not just a cheap ride to get there, but not really theme parks, but kind of arcades and other kind of attractions and other things. It's just droning on and on about things you don't really care too much about.
All right.
So you finally get there.
Are we there yet? You get
there.
Okay.
You didn't get there.
I loaded up a game on my iPad, and let her play on it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't get any ice cream on it.
Okay. Well, she's already eaten it by now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
They don't allow any food on these shuttles.
Yeah.
No.
Unless it's in-flight food.
Yeah, in-flight. You buy your own food, you buy their food, but you don't bring in your own.
Okay. So we're there.
Yeah.
Were we given any information as to where we might find this thing?
This seems to be at least part military base, part just residential. So there's kinds of areas. At least it's easier to develop an atmosphere on this moon than it is to develop it on Mars. So at least they have some sort of elemental kind of shield protection kind of thing. You see this pulsing dome of breathable atmosphere around it. Yeah.
So we shouldn't have too far to look.
No.
Do you have any contacts up here?
Do I have any contacts up here?
No, not that you know.
Not that I'm aware of. Then again, people online don't necessarily always say where they are or who they are.
True.
O'Malley
didn't tell us who to see.
Yeah, I got on a local network then, and then my local normal chat room to say, hey, anybody on Deimos?
And nobody responds. Okay.
It's just like my life.
You get on Deimos and the
Break off.
Just a little piece.
careful. Don't spill it. Ah.
It just crunches.
It does.
It does.
Oh, garlicky?
Yeah, it's garlicky.
It certainly looks like a garlic bread kind of stick.
I mean, I can't really tell from the picture. Japanese candy.
Yeah, kind of hard to
It's
tell.
not candy.
The snacks.
Snack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we gotta have a clue as to where to start looking.
Alright, so... Well, we get some stealth going on, some sneaky checks. To see if you can stealthily find some
I'm
information.
guessing we both have the stealth.
I've got stealth.
He's got
I've
stealth.
got
Okay.
sneak,
He can do it.
stealth, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do some recon.
Okay. Some recon. Nothing. I can't believe these dice.
Well,
Shall I
you want,
try again with a different set of dice?
well, your roll, a spy, do you want to re-roll with that?
Roll a spy? Yeah, re-roll everything.
Everything,
Spy.
wow.
Should I roll a different set of dice?
Your choice.
These have been horrible.
There you go.
Oh,
I've got more than 6 over here just in case, just to rotate them out a bit.
okay.
Back.
Let's take that.
Sure the roll them out.
Let's see. Okay, right now. 1.
1. Well,
1. Can I try again? Oh, yeah, I already did. 'Cause I
You already did
my
your try.
spy. Ah.
you're able to find a government laboratory.
Can I try my greater good? Use that?
You don't want to waste them all.
Well, all right. So
Obviously, these memorizer and other
Yeah.
devices are more government tech,
Right.
sort of a R&D department.
Yeah.
But of course, to actually get into the government base
Mhm.
and research and deal with
Yeah.
their sensitive equipment
You're right.
would
right.
require some charm or some
Charm.
credentials.
Oh, we don't have charm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to go up and talk to one of
Can I try to,
Analyze. But
I'd say hack, but can I try to hack their systems to provide myself an access?
All right.
Like I'm a low-level tech guy, pretty much. I'm tech
Yeah.
support.
Go ahead.
What am I using for that? Analyze?
Yeah, analyze.
Using the hacker.
Uh-huh.
None! My!
Access denied.
Goodness. Tough.
What are you doing, sir?
Sorry, I was trying
Guy
to
in
look
a
for
green military uniform. Are you trying to defend your system?
Dude, I was just trying to look for the Wi-Fi.
The public residential area has its own Wi-Fi. You do not need to use ours.
Sorry. What is this place, man?
None of your business, son.
Alright.
I suggest you mosey on out of here.
Dude, sweet. Alright. We mosey on away. I changed the background on my lucky iPad. It's like, okay, maybe this will work. It means nothing, but
Yeah.
psychologically, it means everything.
Oh, sure.
okay.
I won't waste a test roll.
Well, you might be able to find someone in the residential area who could help you.
Somebody,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we can
Living
both,
off base or...
both use our charm together.
Yeah.
Okay. Add our charms together. 2.
None.
I got 2.
Can I get one, or did you roll for the little girl, or you just roll for the...
I just rolled for the other result. If you want to roll...
Can I get one for the girl?
One for the girl.
What's that?
She's
Okay.
charming.
Little girl, yeah.
She is.
3 successes.
She
okay.
she walks up to someone, just a random door, just rings the doorbell a couple times.
I don't know my name.
Who are you?
I don't know
Hello.
my name.
Here I am. Can you help me? Having a conversation with myself here.
Excuse me, sir, yes.
Yes.
we're trying to find this little girl's parents. She seems to have pretty lost her memory, possibly head injury. I don't know. We can't seem to find information about her. Could you help us in some capacity?
Well, let me take a look at her. I am a registered physician on the base.
Well, we have found the right door, didn't we? Good job.
Okay.
So he after a few minutes, kind of looking through his special equipment, he's got a little bit of at least a doctor's toolkit.
Does he know about the memorizer?
We'll go to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Whenever we're having a physician actually look at her.
Yes.
It appears that this little girl has had her memories forcibly removed.
She's a blank.
Wow. That's possible?
Yes, through the ear.
Oh, the ear. I didn't think look there.
Yes, it's a
top secret device.
It goes one in the ear and in one ear and out the other.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we do have a device on the base called a memorizer, but it does not work this way. Apparently, someone has gotten the schematics to it and has developed some sort of less traceable in-ear design of the same feature.
What does it normally input through?
Normally,
Nose.
normally it's just a cranial cap that goes through the pores of the skin.
Is there any way we will be able to get permission or try to are they maybe your extra repressed memories, or are they actually been completely wiped?
Well, I don't have security clearance for the memorizer itself. I know of its existence, but I couldn't possibly use it. However, I could try to figure out who could have used the schematics and created something. This obviously is not as capable or clean as the memorizer. It's removed a whole lot more than what it probably should have. The memorizer can go specific dates, whereas this other device apparently has just literally removed identity years of data. Yes.
We think though it might be, if we could really be honest with you, somebody may have been in the government, perhaps, has wiped her clean. So I tried to look up her files online, and there have been many redacted facts about her. So she was a person. She was in the system, and she had been removed from the system. Simply not being her memory being wiped, but her identity as well.
Oh, that is very concerning.
Yes. Do you know of any conspiracies? Or any theories of conspiracies?
Well, I know a lot of people think we didn't land on the moon.
We're on a moon. So we get
They still think we didn't land on the moon. You should talk to those Earthers. They're silly.
Okay.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they bring good spice though.
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried some of the spices?
No, I don't make quite that kind of money.
Ah. We just brought in a good shipment recently. You might well find some good deals.
The paprika is particularly good. Anyway.
Oh, I don't leave the moon that often, so
Anyway.
we don't get that kind of stuff up here.
Maybe I can make an arrangement with some of your superiors.
They don't like to
As a
talk
total
to
price.
civilians that much, no.
Okay.
They're more concerned about military acquisition and strategic advantage, and
They would.
not about spices. You can see my house here is kind of a small, more utilitarian, and that's not entirely by choice, I assure you.
Okay.
They wouldn't even let me hang a plant.
Anyway, you apparently you say you may know someone who would try and duplicate this machine.
Well, there are several engineers throughout this residential area that would have access to those plans. Whether someone has forced them to create some rudimentary facsimile of the device.
Trolls Mean is in chat. It says hello family. Hello.
Hello. We're playing a new game. Just got real.
Yeah, and it's getting realer by the moment.
So,
Summarize the story. Go
I'm
ahead.
playing as John Flatfoot, a obese, flirtatious hacker that his drive is money, but he is strong. I have energy drinks, laptop, various USB sticks with pre-programmed hacking apps, and thanks to us trying to help this little girl, I'm down to, from 1,000 down to 440 Martian credits. We're on Mars, by the way. This is my associate.
Yeah. Yes, Ren. A wiry...
As in the tiny bird.
Yes, in tiny bird. A wiry spy-type tinker character who, well, haven't had too good a luck at getting things done here yet.
This is true.
That's right. So the basic idea of the game is that you can create it in any setting with any kind of equipment you want. And if it's superhero, sci-fi, fantasy, whatever you come up with, the idea is you can create it on the fly and run it. This is completely improv. All these story points and stuff that we've been coming up with so far has been just off the top of my head.
We randomly kind of decided that we're in a Western on Mars. Yes, oh snap, just got real.
Space Western.
Yeah, we decided on a space Western. We're trying to help a little girl get her memory back, and in so doing, we're trying to find a device called a memorizer.
Yeah.
The name he chose, we have better names. But he's the game master, so that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to, find out, well, why was her memory wiped? Why was her information all redacted?
Okay.
Oh, and we're flying the Son of Juggernaut, because we originally had a much larger ship called the Juggernaut, but I crashed it into the moon. So we escaped with what few supplies.
The shuttle pod. Yeah.
The shuttle pod.
Yeah.
Juggernaut.
And they made a delivery of spices to Mars.
Yes. Spices. Yes. A lot of paprika. Keep mentioning paprika.
So now they're on the moon of Deimos. They're talking with a physician, just a general military doctor, medic.
It was very helpful.
Yeah, who's told them that there's some sort of facsimile of the memorizer, that if an engineer were coerced to create a rudimentary basic version of this device, that it would work, but it would be far more effective in terms of, instead of just erasing specific memories, it would just wipe everything.
Well, it didn't wipe everything.
Not almost everything, but she can't remember who she is, where she's from, what's going on.
Okay.
That earlier she was seen in a casino meddling with certain devices underneath the various casino tables. And the
gaming table.
Wearing the same sackcloth.
Wearing the same sackcloth that she's wearing right now. So
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So it was just maybe that her memory is being repeatedly wiped.
Oh.
Otherwise, presumably she had a healthy relationship with some kind of family, but then was kidnapped potentially, and now her memory is being regularly wiped.
So let's continue here. We got the doctor. Good doctor.
Yes.
Yes. You apparently you have someone in mind that you think may have leaked these plans or built a secondary device. It seems to me you know more than you're saying.
Oh yes, I believe I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Miles.
Miles?
Yes, Miles.
Miles Goodbody?
No, just Miles.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, thought you sound familiar. So could you direct us to? Do you think this secondary machine would be still on the moon, or do you think it might be on Mars?
I believe I might be able to if you could leave her with me. I can try to recover some of the memories with my own equipment.
Well, I don't know if we can do that.
Insight check. I mean,
say charm.
That's what I was thinking. Charm. Yeah.
Charm.
One success.
2 successes.
Hard to read.
One success. Can you only roll one for her too?
Yeah, she always has one.
One success for her, so 3.
Okay.
So all 3 of us have
Let's
one.
One second. You believe that he is telling the truth, although it may take longer than you would like, and leaving her with just a doctor who clearly has no weapons or ability to defend her in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, one of us needs to stay behind. Preferably somebody with good fight instincts.
I mean, he directs you to the engineer, Larry. Larry the engineer.
Well, not Larry the cable guy?
So I should stay with them, and then you should go to the engineer.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, you're the charming guy.
I'm smart. I'm the,
He's the analyzer.
Yeah.
Okay, I go and find this engineer.
Oh, doors are open. You see a whole bunch of the very similar domicile of instead of just typical lab equipment of like doctor's tools. It just basically looks like a poor man's garage. And then all kinds of different like knickknacks and patio wax and give it all bone. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah. So, who are you?
Name's Grog. You might have heard of me.
Grog?
Yeah.
I think I have. My name's Larry.
Hello, Larry.
Hey.
I see a lot of cables around here.
What brings you to Deimos?
A little girl.
The girl?
Yes.
I don't think we really have many children on Deimos.
No. It's a special little girl, though. She seems to have been mind-wiped.
Oh, so special needs then.
She watched too many Saturday morning cartoons, yes.
Oh, obviously, they'll rot your
Yeah,
brain,
I
won't they?
know.
Hey.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what they're thinking. But
Are
anyway.
you suggesting we had something to do with it?
I'm not saying that you particularly or anybody on this team purposely has something to do with it. But I've been recommended that the technology developed here may have been apprehended, collected by somebody, ne'er-do-well.
But if you wanted to build something like I guess you're looking for the memorizer,
The
right?
memorizer,
The
yeah.
memorizer,
I'm glad you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
the name of it. I didn't, yeah. Larry the Space Trucker. Nah. That would be interesting, though.
Yeah.
I myself, I do have access to the blueprints, and I've seen it a couple of times, but again, to use it is above my pay grade, honestly.
Is it only a physical copy of the blueprints, or are they digital?
Oh, they're digital.
Do you know whether or not it's possible that somebody may have copied your blueprints?
Well, it's designed so if it's copied, the things are automatically changed, so it would no longer work.
Okay. Well, it seems that whoever redesigned this thing seems like an interesting method of
Copy protection, yeah.
Copy protection, indeed.
It intentionally screws up with the schematics.
Well, it didn't screw it up badly enough because Remind is still wiped, but overly so. Instead of wiping at a specific moment or a specific day, it took away years.
Oh, that's serious.
It is very serious. This girl has cost me quite a bit of credits in order to help her, so please.
The problem with the memorizer, or any device like it, is that it stores its own information. You'd have to find the exact device that took it from her. It's not like it's just stored on a server somewhere. It's on, without the exact memorizer that took her memory, I can't do anything for you. That's the only thing that can send it back.
I'm trying to figure out, though, like, how could we find out had anybody copied the information from you?
Let me see my records. Let's check. Well, seems like between the 5 engineers on board, we each had our own valid section of the proper blueprints and a whole bunch of fake information, fake news, that sort of thing. And I don't know who could have possibly put it together properly. Even we have times trouble figuring out which one's right.
I figured to have that properly coded.
We each, at least as far as memory-wise, each remember which part of our piece is right. But
so each individual engineer that works on
has
the
a
project
complete blueprint that only has one piece that's actually right.
Okay. How many parts of it would you need to have right in order to be able to make it function, but not perfectly?
About 3.
Okay, 3 out of 5 ain't bad, yeah. Passing grade. Yeah. 60%.
But I assure you, yeah, the way that the encryption works, it just scrambles it up. So at least one of the pieces is right, but then it switches out with the wrong one if you try to copy it.
Okay, this is taking a while.
I'm calling you up on the little radio.
Yeah.
Ask him if there's what kind of energy source this thing uses. Maybe we can use some sort of a sensor to sense where it is if it's a unique energy source.
Yeah, that's a dumb question, right? We've already asked that. So anyways. Since this thing requires so much power, possibly, in order to wipe somebody's mind or collect it, does it require some sort of a specialized energy source that might be able to be tracked in some way?
Oh, it's solar energy.
That's very efficient.
Yeah. I mean, it can only be used like once per day. It recharges like your solar cells, and then you power it up.
So it's portable.
Yeah.
A portable memory wipe.
Yeah.
That's.
It's mainly, as far as I know, from the government uses. It's to make sure the information doesn't get into the wrong hands. The ones that are fully designed are specifically to remove, instead of like sensitive information, make sure enemies don't get the secret plans or anything.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
Couldn't tell you whether it's been used on me or not.
Okay.
Ask him how big is it? Is it?
It's portable.
But yeah, portable is a lot of things. And we got a portable air conditioner here that you didn't kind of notice you was carrying it around.
It's efficient enough to be solar powered. Could you fit it in a bread box?
Let's say a briefcase.
A briefcase.
Rather large trunk.
Fat briefcase.
Okay, well, trying to figure out if we can spot it somehow.
Well, each one has been built, at least is tethered to a government official who has multiple checks in terms of the password, security, key code, and thumbprint. Make absolutely sure multiple contingencies to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Well, I think there's the potential that this little girl is actually mind wiped potentially by a government official, considering how much not only her memory but also several facts about her have been redacted. Only government officials will be able to do that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so why would the government want her to disappear, but then not kill her? Yeah.
Above my pay grade, I think.
Yeah, well, it's getting to be that way for me too. It's getting to be expensive for me to deal with this little girl. But here I am, because my friend wants to be the goody two-shoes instead of thinking about the pay.
What?
Crap trash in there?
Oh.
Why would you crap? I'm going to nail that back down.
Yes, you do.
You goon.
Yes.
Ah.
All right.
Poor baby.
Okay, all right. Yes. All right, let's see. We got
Anything else you need from me, lad?
Ask him if he knows how many of these devices would have been assembled.
Who keeps talking to you?
The guy who's watching the little girl that I'm talking to you about.
Yes.
Okay.
He's with a physician that's also with the government. His name is.
We don't. We get his name.
No, he said his name
Yeah.
is Miles.
Miles and
Miles.
Larry.
Yep. Oh, I know Miles. Yeah.
Miles and Larry. Okay. We're writing
Yes.
down. Miles and Miles. And Miles and
So, not Miles O'Brien, just Miles.
It's Miles.
Yes.
Miles Standish. Anyway. Okay.
I'm already at a loss, man. I don't know where to go from this. This costs me a lot of money. I don't want to get in trouble with the government. I just want to help this little girl. And not lose any more money.
I'm sure Miles can help her with a bit of her memory.
I bet. Okay, yeah. Okay. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I leave. I go back to Miles.
Hey, Dr. Miles, how you doing at that memory restoration of our little girl here?
Well, let's see what the data is up to. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, goodness.
I'm back.
Yeah.
You made any progress?
Unfortunately, no.
Crying out loud.
These memories have been. If you had the original device, I'm sure he told you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Why can you told me that? You literally just knew it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you knew that.
No, that's why we came up here from Mars.
I thought he'd at least be able to point you to whatever facsimile was built.
Not really.
He said a bunch of government people had it, didn't he?
He said that there were 5 different engineers that worked on it, and they all had a part that was, blueprint that was accurate. That you need to have 3 out of 5 in order for it to function at all, but not function necessarily properly. That's solar powered, that's portable, fits in a large briefcase. That's where you put your underwear on your briefs. Look, you're trying to analyze her brain, right?
Yes.
Can I try to help you analyze?
Certainly, we can certainly
I'll help
give it
you.
a shot.
I'll help you hack her brain. 3.
4. Makes a total of 4.
Okay.
All right.
You see like a static image of some sort that when it coalesces into like a video feed almost from her eyes, like yeah. You see like a large lamp light in front of her, and a guy with a hospital gown and surgical mask on, and she's looking at him, and he's got like no like eyelids kind of thing. It's like glass kind of like
Artificial eyes.
artificial eyes kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
See, no eyelids. That'd be really, really gross.
Oh, well.
Well, no like pupils or anything. It's just like white.
Okay, it's definitely different.
Sorry, pupils.
Eyelids. So this far.
Sorry, no.
here.
He has eyelids. Anyways, you see this.
Looks like an alien.
A blind doctor.
Yeah. You see this like drill device that's being whirred up, and it sounds like the sound is louder from the recording as it goes into her ear, and it's just like kind of a grinding noise, and then the whole thing just fades out.
Wow. Okay, so Doc, what do you make of that?
That appears to be one of the military bases.
Why would a military base be experimenting on this little girl?
I have no idea.
Above your pay grade?
Yes, you're going to hear that answer a lot. I just heal up their soldiers and other basic medical needs.
What was this eyeless character with the strange eyes?
It looked like a surgeon, neurosurgeon.
Well, why the strange eyes?
I'm not sure. I'm not really allowed in that part of the base myself.
So some sort of an alien or a robot?
Aliens aren't real.
That is another conspiracy theory. I've heard quite a bit that people believe there are aliens on Mars, but we've lived here for many, many years and haven't seen anything.
It's because the military has got them all sequestered. We know! They're hiding them! Anyway.
I thought you said you didn't know conspiracy theories. Seems like you've got it very...
He's normally on the side of good. He's had a bad day.
Yes.
I'm having a bad day. We're all having a bad day. Okay. Does the little girl seem traumatized now that she has his memory back of...
Yeah, she's kind of quivering and shaking.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
What? When did that? What? Where? What? Oh.
I just hold her, you know. Yeah. Comfort. You're safe now.
Obviously, the last thing she could remember before it was wiped. So I could tell you though that the normal neuralizer, like I said, is a head cap that is less intrusive than that drill. That whoever made that's not standard procedure.
Did you get a chance to see what the actual device looked like?
All you can see is like a
wasn't in a vision field.
All it was showed up was like a drill section. It looked like a plastic drill.
But if this thing had a big enough to fit into a suitcase, large case.
It may be a part that just comes out of the suitcase.
Yeah, you didn't see a suitcase.
Again, it may not be a literal suitcase. It's just something that is large enough that would be approximate size of a suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or briefcase, whatever you're going to call it.
Right. Anyway. I think we've been stymied.
Would you be able to try to get us granted access into the military base?
That is a very tough order. I can assure you.
I mean, I could pass off as being a tech support guy. I just need the credentials for it. And he's my assistant.
He
my
goes
very quiet assistant.
He goes to his closet, grabs a couple of lab coats. I can give you visitors passes, but even then, that won't get you into the sense. It will get you into the base, but not into any particularly sensitive. You're on your own as far as getting to the credential, the more sensitive areas. But I can at least get you inside with these.
Maybe we should rethink this.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
It looks like it's getting more and more difficult.
It's getting pretty bizarre.
There's no way to track this machine down, and even if we get in, we don't know if we got the right machine. Apparently, it has to be the machine that did it.
It's some sort of a government conspiracy that I don't necessarily prescribe to.
No.
But it seems it seems to be leading in that direction. That somebody in the government is doing possibly illegal experiments on children. Maybe her parents were killed and she's been orphaned, and so they experiment on her. Who knows? But
maybe we should take a different tact. I wonder if is there a list of the people one is working on this base. Usually there should be a list of people working on the base. And what I'm thinking is to see if any of them frequented the gambling establishment where she was found manipulating the machines. I'm thinking that person, we can draw conclusions between that person and the gambling establishment.
Well, now we're up here. We're on.
Right,
the
but if we get can we access a database of all
down there.
All the people? No, but there's a database up here on the people who work on this base up here, this military base.
It's a military.
But I mean,
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm good.
A lot of times that's public knowledge, so it shouldn't even be.
As you're discussing this, you hear from the closed door, like to the adjacent house nearby. Security, open up! Security.
Oh, this is the adjacent house. So it's not
not this house yet, but they're apparently going door to door for security checkups.
Okay.
Should we leave?
Yes, there is a back door.
Okay.
You can try to sneak your way away from this.
Oh no! You said a bad word there. Selectively sneak.
Yes, both of you sneak.
Okay.
Add 1 for the girl.
1 for the girl. That's what I thought. Good. That one's cocked.
2.
1.
All right. They don't notice you as you head out the back door and try to away from the. Where are you heading? Away from the residential area or toward the military base? I mean, he did give you lab coats and visitors passes.
Okay, let's go ahead toward the military base.
With the girl? Are you kind of trying to like hide her underneath the lab coat, or?
Oh boy.
With the girl.
I don't know. She's kind of small enough. She could probably like cling to your legs, like daughter and daddy kind of thing, and you can just have this long lab coat kind of.
Bring your daughter to work day?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, presumably have facial recognition cameras on the military base.
Yeah.
If somebody is on this base that wanted her eliminated but didn't want her killed, they would be able to recognize her.
No, the bag over her head.
Didn't you have a disguise kit?
I do have a disguise kit. Yes. So I've disguised her.
Roll to sneak. Roll to sneak to see how well you can disguise her. Or yourselves, for that matter.
Okay.
And roll +1 because you're using the disguise kit. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2.
2 successes.
2 successes.
All right. You managed to get a fairly decent.
I got 4 of a kind.
Working on a full house.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a good enough to alter her appearance so she is.
Yeah. She's kind of like a false nose and kind of
all right.
contacts to make her eye color change and stuff.
Okay.
Make her look more like me so that she can pass off with my daughter.
Okay. Well, that's,
Yeah.
Okay.
And a pillow under her shirt.
All right. So as you walk
pregnant?
as you walk up to the base from a different area, you see a couple other armored guards. What are your reasons for doing that, sir?
We're here to do some tech support. Here's our credentials.
For what's the girl here for?
Bring your daughter to work day? Or no, it isn't. No, that's not what I said. It's not what I said.
Charm.
No,
Charm.
What I say is, unfortunately, her babysitter called off. So I mean, I gotta bring her with me. She'll be very quiet.
Charm.
+1 because she's cute. Okay.
Yeah, because she's so cute.
Despite looking like my daughter now. 1 success.
Also 1 success. I'm gonna have to search you before I let you in, sir.
Sure.
So they pat you down.
Okay. Woo!
They find your weapons.
I didn't have any weapon on me.
You didn't have a pistol or anything? You didn't bring it?
I said it before, but I never wrote it down, so I don't have it.
Okay. Didn't you have a weapon?
I had my
Your laser pistol thing. Stunning, you said?
phaser stunning pistol. Yeah.
We're gonna have to confiscate this so you can enter the building.
Very well.
You will be returned when you leave.
Yeah, we were down in a bad area down in Mars there, and it came in handy. Didn't work very well, but it came in handy. Anyway, but yeah.
Thank you for visiting the base. Please enjoy your stay.
Oh.
Okay. Come on, honey, let's go.
Yeah.
So you can see each one is like color coded based on the visitor's pass. It's like blue and higher security levels of like green and red and orange and stuff.
Sounds like paranoia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So majority of the places are above your clearance level.
Okay.
So unless you were to like swipe an identity card, even then you clearly wouldn't be that person who was swiped to go in there. It would be recorded as them going in. So.
Okay.
Did she get enough memory to maybe remember some doors around here, where she may have been taken?
She looks around a little bit.
I remember there was a kids' corner with a bunch of flowers. Lots of pretty flowers.
Huh. Interesting.
That could be anywhere.
Well,
On a military base seems very unlikely.
Less on a military base, more on a mood of Mars.
Yeah.
Well, if you have females working there, they may have flowers.
Men can wear flowers too.
They can, but they usually.
It seems like she's kind of remembering some sort of a daycare center or something, I guess, for the family's military parents.
Uh-huh.
They could drop their child off while they were working.
So we asked out of curiosity, do you have a daycare center up here?
Oh, it's on the north side.
North side. Which way is north?
You do have compass, don't you?
Oh, I didn't think there was any
magnetic
field
on
the moon. Sorry. All right, we'll go that way.
Follow the signs.
Yeah, in section.
So eventually you come across a what looks like a place with, unlike everything else, that's like drab and green and you know, just general military colors, kind of a bright mural of like a blue sky and all kinds of just more like a painted grass and mountains and little trees. And it's not really any like physical actual grass or flowers per se, but it's a nice illustration, color of kind of like rainbows and clouds.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously something that someone born on Mars or Deimos would have not seen in their lives.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Everybody on this base has this voice?
Yes, sir.
So, they're probably.
Do you recognize this little girl?
Should I, sir?
No, you shouldn't because we disguised her.
Oh, you're right. That's fair. That's fair.
Have you had little girls up here before?
Well, there are many children in daycare centers, sir.
Okay, didn't know. Didn't see
Good.
anything.
If she has escaped,
Escaped?
we want to make sure they don't enter any.
Are they prisoners?
They are kept safe in the center.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I see
No worries.
the holding rooms for these children?
Oh, the pen, sir. Yes.
The pen.
He's not that old yet.
Well, that depends. Are you her father?
I am her guardian this time.
May I see some credentials? Your visitor's pass? Your visitor pass is not credentials. I need to see some biological evidence or paperwork saying that you are her guardian.
It hasn't gone through yet.
So this is a recent transfer.
Indeed, so recent that the databases haven't been updated yet.
Well, we better go back inside. Come on in, little girl.
Okay. Can I follow her to see where she's going, please?
For a little bit, and then you'll have to leave her in our care, sir.
Okay.
I don't know about that. All right.
Okay, I follow her.
So as you go in, you see it's even more decorations in general
Longer than I thought.
of a playroom of all kinds of toys and kid computers and stuff, like specifically designed for even like foam padding around it just in case the kids try to be rough. And everything is basically designed to be like you cannot hurt yourself, you cannot damage anything. It's all totally kid-proof. No exposed outlets, nothing. A whole bunch of various aged kids, just like in different playpens according to their age, so that they're better suited to be with each other. The older ones are able to
play chess.
Yeah.
This tiny little pen.
Yeah. No, the ones that are young enough to potentially injure themselves or each other are kind of kept closer eye on. There's a couple of men in black suits and with black sunglasses on, just kind of just watching over the proceedings.
They don't have a neuralizer, do they?
One of them does appear to have a briefcase.
Aha!
Okay.
Can you distract those guys? I'll see if I can covertly take that briefcase.
Take the briefcase.
Well, all right. That's a bit much.
A bit much. Bit of an ask. Unless we had another briefcase to switch it out with that looked identical.
A charm and a sneak.
A charm and a sneak?
A very difficult
My
charm and a
charm.
sneak. Yeah. And your sneak.
I'm a sneak, yeah. 2 successes.
1 success.
Only 1 success.
Yeah, technically.
See if the other guard notices anything.
Oh my, that's a lot of successes.
That's a lot of successes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that yours? I thought I brought a briefcase with me.
You're able to take the briefcase
Yeah.
as he's just talking of one of the other guards. Just like, hey, how are you doing? He just kind of stands there, just kind of staring at you, staring back at everything else, just trying to keep as much of the scene open as possible, not responding, not really trying to pay attention, but just kind of a little bit of a smirk because he's kind of forced to be friendly and happier around the children. And so he's like, yeah, So what are you trying to say to him anyways?
Yeah. I have these, I'm trying to look for directions around here. I'm wondering if you could help me with this. I see this is the play area. I try to load up like this, the floor plan of the place. I'm wondering, what is this room here for? I was wondering, could you explain that to
He just kind of quickly glances down and well, that's just, he just mumbles off something.
Yeah.
They kind of can't really understand.
Oh, okay. See, I wanted me to leave, talking about my daughter yet, but we're getting there. This little girl, her name is Jane, and just want to make sure she's in a safe place.
Well, everyone's safe here, sir.
Sure they are. Sure they are. Fantastic. Okay. Well, you have a good day then.
One of the kids screams as she notices that the you tried to swipe the briefcase.
What? Sticky fingers. Oh my gosh. It happened again.
All right, roll fight as the other guy one of the guards tries to tackle you.
Oh boy. Nothing. I've been tackled.
You have been tackled. So your arms are held behind your back and they handcuff you. Electronic cuffs. Apparently.
Everything's electronic.
Everything's electronic.
Okay.
Sir, we're going to have to put you in a detention area for trying to steal sensitive property. Sir, who is this man? Why did he try to steal your equipment? Our equipment. Who is this man? He came in with you.
I don't know him.
You walked in beside me. I came in with my little girl over here.
Still, you are just a visitor to this location. It's really meant for our permanent, established workers and associates.
I'm here for a very temporary work, and then when I'm done, I'll bring her back out, and we will leave. Do you really want her to be walking around with me in your facilities?
I'd rather she be left at home with a parental guardian.
Our babysitter had reneged on us. We didn't have a babysitter. That's why we came here for their facilities. Facilities available for anybody who's working on a job on the facility, right?
Yes, but would you mind providing your credentials on what exactly you're working on, sir? Your name, sir?
It's going terribly.
Roll a charm. As they cart him off to jail.
2 successes.
Okay. 1. So you're a tech guy, you said?
Yes.
What exactly tech are you repairing? I know of nothing on the base that needs immediate attention.
It was just for a temporary assignment. Really more of an internship, really. I would like to be able to work here. Not necessarily through the military itself, but at least through the tech services.
He directs you, at least on your map, you have available to the nearby blue door tech lab. Like you have a clearance to enter here and help them work. I suggest you disassociate yourself with your handsy friend.
Okay. Could I have, like, while he's being carted away,
Mm-hmm.
Try to type on my pad in order to try to disable the lock on his handcuffs, since everything's electronic.
Sneak.
Oh, booger.
You're trying to hide this, so it's more.
Yeah.
Two?
2 successes.
One success. You managed to undo the lock.
You're unlocked.
Okay. All right.
Although it's still
Did the best I could.
It's still cuffed, but it's no longer
Yeah.
powered.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have
So
all my
you
pictures.
know enough to hold it
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So splitting the party.
Yeah.
There's one thing they actually suggest to do is like have fun, split the party.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. It's already almost 8:30 now, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to try this again some other time, or
Well, I thought next week. Well, next week. What?
next week will be gospel meeting. So
Ah, okay.
we'll be having-
No, it's VBS.
no VBS. Sorry.
Yeah, make it about.
Yeah.
I'll be teaching a class.
So hopefully
You.
we'll be back on Star Trek the week after. But in case you want to see more of this or another mission, I didn't imagine we'd get too far in this, but off the top of my head, hope you enjoyed it.
We kind of meandered a bit there, kind
Yeah.
of lost about what do we do.
Yeah.
Because there was definitely the path of going into the military base, and it's like, it's a really bad idea. But then again, it's the bad idea that you end up having to do in the movie.
It is pretty much. Yeah.
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 We don't have any schedule yet for meeting up with Jack and his daughters yet. We hope to get in contact with them soon to schedule another time.
Was it next Saturday's the Springfield group?
I haven't. I don't think I've actually set up the.
You haven't set up the event yet?
No, I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I'm sure we can find that out later. But we will have more streams at some point. I know it's kind of a random.
I have, okay, 29th.
No, the 29th would be our 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 to 6 hour mega stream of our D&D campaign, The Shattered God.
Yes. Trolls beaten, whatever your last message was, it didn't come through, it just shows your name on there. So, in any case,
Thanks for watching. Hope you catch us again on our Leonard Brothers Game YouTube channel. We will eventually post these and other fine episodes. Until next time, happy gaming. Bye-bye.